Good evening, everybody. How are you doing? It is the last day of the Tupperware month today, which means I'm under pressure today. It also means that I need to make this quick because I do not have time to really dilly-dally. Wasn't able to take Killy out for a walk before live at 5 because it was raining, but now the sun is shining. So what I would like to do is be able to take him for a walk before my next meeting, which is only at 6 o'clock. So it doesn't give me a lot of time. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I am doing something really easy tonight because I don't have a lot of time. And who is this who just came on? Somebody's head go in the pot. Oh, it's Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Julie. So, Wendy, I wonder if you can do a favor for me. I know that yesterday or the day before, you did a summary of the 2-week challenge. Can you do a recalculation of that and just let everybody know what they need tonight? Because I've had some people asking me, and I do not have time to go and check it for them. They can actually check it for themselves, but it's easier for them if they have somebody who'll do it for them. So if you have time, and only if you have time, Wendy, if you could do that same post and write it as an update and say, this is now updated and these people have, or are much nearer. I have one girl particularly that asked me. So if you could do that, Wendy, that would be amazing. If you can't, that's fine too, because you've already put the work in once. But it would really help me if you had a chance to do that this evening. So hello, Ingrid. Hello, Sherilyn. I have one person who's coming up as a Facebook user, and that person, you wrote hell OO. So that's just so you can identify yourself. If you go to the top of where you're watching, you will see that there's a little link there, which asks you to click on the link so that I can see you. Otherwise, I don't get to see your great comments. So that is it. That is my introduction. So I've got my potatoes already peeled and cooking. I've got my meat is also cooking. And so I'll be able to show you that. I'll be able to show you that meat in a minute. We need to make some broth. Okay. Okay, no worries, Wendy. I will. Don't worry about tagging people. Just, well, I guess I let me check my message and I'll get back to you, Wendy. Thank you. And thank you for thinking of doing that even. Let me see if I can see Wendy's message. I can't tag anyone. Okay. Yes, I'm going to send it to you, Wendy. If I could remember it, I think I should be able to. I think it's the same as the one I use for all of my social media. And I will. I'm just sending it to you now, Wendy. Thank you so much. Problem that it won't let me tag people. Okay. This is called working as you do a live presentation. Okay, I need to make some broth to go into my meat. So I'm just going to get my bottle. So I'm pretty sure it is add 2 teaspoons for 1 cup. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, 2 teaspoons for 1 cup. This is actually a half a tablespoon, so I'll just do a little bit less in here. And yes, let me get a cup. I'll just use my micro pitcher. Okay, so that is done and easily done. I've also got the magic Worcestershire sauce to go in my meat, and now I'm going to get my Italian seasoning. And okay, I've got my Italian seasoning. I'm going to get my Power Chef because I am going to add in my last 2 carrots, and I'm going to chop them up and put those in. Okay, I'm going to do a last plug for the universal peeler. Out of the way, please. So just to remind you, these are going out of the catalog tonight. So once tonight has gone, you will not be able to buy the peeler. So if you need one though, I have some. I bought some extras as those people, okay, Mr. Killian, as those people who were on my unboxing saw last night. I feel a bit hassled tonight. It's because everything is late. I haven't even got the PowerPoint yet for tonight's meeting. It is rushed, which makes it a little harder to be prepared for everything. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these in half, and I'm going to throw in some spinach into my meat. I'm going to get my Power Chef. Okay, so I'm not going to put any onion in because this is not, I don't usually put ground onion in with my ground beef when I do shepherd's pie. And, you know, I've been making this is probably one of the family favorites and has been a family favorite for years. And of course, I modify it from time to time. Let's put in these pieces of carrot. And the reason I'm going to put the spinach in is because I noticed yesterday that it was beginning to not look as good, and I do not want to waste it. And I know that all it's going to do is enhance it, not to. So I'm just picking out all of these leaves that are good. Okay, last piece, Mr. Killian. So I've got my carrots and my spinach in here. Looking for my top to put on here. It's a little bit dark. I might just put a light on. Okay, Alan's going to put the light on. Oh, I can see you much better now. So I'm going to chop these up small, and then I'm going to add them in with my meat. Let's put some seasoning in with this. Okay, so look at that. Chopped really nice and small. And I'm going to get my spatula and put it in there with my meat. So here we go. I'm just going to show you my meat is looking good. I've still got a couple of pinky bits, so I'm turning that over. I'm going to add in the veggies. No, you just have to be better prepared now. Okay, so I've turned up the heat on my meat and my carrots. I'm going to let those and spinach. I'm going to let those cook through a little bit. In the meantime, let's see what's happening with the potatoes. So I put the potatoes into mash, into boil. Oh yeah, they're nicely done. So I did them for 16 minutes, guys. So what I'm going to do is just hop them out of here, empty the water out, and I'll put them back in and mash them up. There we go. Get the masher. Okay, the meat's looking good. I'm gonna mash the potatoes. So let me know, guys, what are you making for your dinner tonight? What are you making for your dinner tonight? I would love to know what everybody else is doing. Maybe you're gonna make shepherd's pie now. If you have ground beef in your freezer and you have potatoes, it's one of the easiest things to put together. It doesn't require much thought, and I'd love to know what else everybody else is doing. Okay, so that's looking good. Oh, and exciting news today, I booked a house for our next trip to Australia. You're alone tonight, so eggs with beans, I like that. That's my sort of meal when we just can't really. It's what we call our emergency meal. Michelle, good to see you. So I'm just going to put the rest of this butter in, guys, into here. I'm going to get a little bit. I'll get some fresh out for tomorrow, and I'm going to get a little bit of cream. Ingrid's having homemade cheese Oh, that sounds nice. We haven't had macaroni for a while now. Could do that soon with Italian sausage. Love it. Wow, already booked. Yes. Well, you got to book, because if you book something, then you know that then you start working harder for it, right? Otherwise, it's always, oh, I wonder if we're going to do it. But we said, yes, we're going to do it. So today I do have a bit of 15% cream. So I'm going to use that. Yummy. So we booked, and we are planning to leave on around the 20th of January, because that way we actually go into the down season in Australia because all the kids go back to school around that time. So everything gets to be a lot less expensive. So that is what we're going to do. And we're going to try and stay there for another 8 weeks again. No, we've actually booked a different house. Because we don't need a big house this time because the kids are not coming. Well, and if they come, we will have a spare. We have 3 bedrooms, but they're much smaller. And I'm going to try and set up one of those bedrooms to be an office. In fact, as the time gets closer, I'm going to even ask the people if they would be able to supply me with an extra table in one of the spare rooms so I can really use it as an office, because that's the only thing that was difficult for me last time. I didn't want to disturb Alan when I was doing anyway, when it's definitely booked and everything, guys, I'll start showing pictures. Okay, so there we go. Nice mashed potato ready to go on the top of my meat. Alan asked, did I check if it has a good internet connection? And one of the things I asked the owner was, please, can you confirm that you have a good internet connection? Because I'm planning to work while I'm there. So, okay, let me pour this into the meat.
Me too, on the World Times podcast.
Okay, have fun. And I'm going to add in my famous Worcestershire sauce. And as you saw, I'm very generous with it. Okay, so that's bubbling now. And what I need to let it do is just bubble down a little bit. So in fact, what I'm going to do is turn my power down to number 2, because I know that on number 2, it just simmers nicely. And the meat will soak up some of the liquid. And then when that's ready, I'll put it into my Ultra Pro. I'm going to use my 2-liter. Use my 2-liter Ultra Pro and put the meat in the bottom, then the potato on the top, and then I will bake it in the oven. Probably I'll put some cheese on the top as well and bake it in the oven for about 30 minutes. So that's me for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to take this little monster out for a walk, but I might do just a very quick walk around the block. So I want to say thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with me this evening. I'm sorry I'm in such a hurry. And thank you for letting me know what you are doing tonight, because it's always interesting for me to see what everyone else is doing. And I wish you a really happy evening. Okay, don't worry, Wendy, you tag it, you post it, and I'll go in and see if I can edit it and tag it afterwards. Okay, so don't worry, just do what you can, and I really appreciate everything you do for me. So have a great evening, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, when Thursday nights I'm usually quite calm because yes, I have the recruiting meeting at 6:30, but it's a much more casual one than the one that's happening tonight. And if anybody wants to come on the meeting tonight, you're very welcome, because it is the launch of the new brochure and the new catalog for the start of birthday month. Really happy to see you there. So it's the usual Zoom number, and I wish you all a really happy evening. So have a great time. Bye for now.